tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove. Synchronized slurp now, we're on the move.
Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time.
Talking gold and silver and crypto too. With Joe and the gang, it's what we do.
Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time. We're stacking sats, we're stacking gold. In the world of finance, real gold. Every sip, every charge, we're on our way to financial freedom, come what may.
So grab that tasty beverage, let's get in the groove. Synchronized slurp now, we're on the move.
Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time. Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time.
Hey there, everyone. Good morning, stackers. Welcome. We are going to be talking about gold and silver. Gold is winning the war today. It's winning. Gold is moving very, very well, looking to get up to a new all-time high. We'll be talking about TOSHI as well, a quick price update. We'll be talking about Alchemy Pay as well, a price update. And of course, silver analysis, the precious metals, the crypto, bringing the two worlds together, and of course, all the other magical stuff that we do. If you're watching this on the replay, use the time codes below to go to your favorite part. But if you're watching live right now on X and YouTube, you get to enjoy every single thing we do here at Good Morning Stackers with me, Joe Main, including the synchronized slurp. Now, let me just say, if you have never experienced a synchronized slurp, whether it's just in your daily life or, you've never seen the show before, you are so in for a treat. This is where you grab a tasty beverage. I grab my tasty beverage. We slurp them synchronously together with the entire GMS family, wherever you are in the world, whether it be in Melbourne, in Australia like me, or anywhere else, okay? Grab your tasty beverages. You must do it audibly. It is the honor system wherever you are in the world. Let's get to it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Slurp 'em, baby. Oh, yeah. Great to see so many people here. My name is Joe Main. Been a stacker of precious metals since 2010. Stacker of crypto since 2013. I do this weekdaily live show here on X and YouTube. Hit the big red subscribe button on YouTube. If you want to join in the chat, then best to jump over to YouTube. If you just want to be a watcher, then just watch on X. That's cool too. 1,100. No, we're over 1,200. So 1,206 or 7 subscribers on YouTube right now. So had a lot of new subscribers in the last few days. And 3,100, 3,150, 3,170 followers on X. A lot of new followers too. So great to see so many people. And of course, I've got to say hello to the wonderful GMS family. Knackers O'Reilly, GMS wishing everyone good health and financial freedom. I agree. Jason Ashworth, morning, Joe. Morning, Jason. Great to see you. Jason says, all the tech markets spooked, yes, by Chinese AI development. DeepSeek caused big crash in tech stocks. Big crash. Yeah, true. And the NASDAQ went down a little bit. Good morning, Stacker, says Jason Razana, and ditto to Knackers. Fantastic. Got a lot of people watching. Hit the like button on, on YouTube, of course, and hit the follow button on X right now. Once again, to all the people watching on X, if you want to join in the live chat on YouTube to join the GMS family and all that stuff, go to the link in my bio, click on that link to my YouTube channel and then just find the live stream, which will be there right now. You can port over to there and then join in the live stream. Or, here's even better, have one open on X and another tab open on YouTube. One day, I promise, I will figure out with this particular system how to do live chat on X. It's just, I'm using something called Ecamm Live, and it's a great program. It's good for Mac, but they've got to up their game a little bit. So Ecamm, if you're ever watching, you got to allow me to do a bunch of extra things like chat and stuff. Anyway, what else do you need to know? The show is brought to you by Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. You'll probably hear from them a little bit further in the show. We are going to talk about whatever we want to talk about. Let's share the screen first off. We are going to talk about gold. We will be talking TOSHI. We'll be talking Alchemy Pay, ACH. Oh, that's had a whoof and then a whoof. Okay, but I also have to talk about, because I've been a stacker of precious metals since 2010. Worked for 3 major bullion dealers here in Australia. We start off with the precious metals, a daily update, and geez, gold is just absolutely winning it at the moment. Silver's looking okay, but gold, gee, man, look at it right here. So gold nearly broken its previous all-time high, and its previous all-time high was only just in October. Okay, just happened. So we're just there, man. $2,790. We're currently at $2,763 right now. Using the tradingview.com website, you're looking at the daily time frame very clearly. Okay, this stuff works, man. This stuff works. This high, when we had this high, 2,790, then we came down to this low. I then put in the Fibonacci from this high and this low, and then it's giving you these lines right here. Gee, it had been respecting them, hadn't it? Okay, what do you notice? After posting this high and this low, and then you pop in the Fibonacci, where did we find some areas of support and resistance roughly sort of on our step up? Okay, so we had there, but this move right here, okay, resistance, support, spike, but support, resistance, support, there, support right there, and finally we made it through my final hurdle, 2,735. We broke through and we held. Again, it's not about spikes. Spikes mean SHIT. Spikes mean nothing. It's about where you close. We finally closed a daily time frame above 2,735, which was a great setup to say, okay, final hurdle for new all-time highs coming soon. And I mean really soon, in like days and weeks, right? Days or weeks, more likely days, okay? Now we've seen a spike up to just under the previous all-time high. And then where did we find support? Smack bang, around about that 2735 level. You can see that spike there, the move there. A spike, but spikes don't mean anything. It's where they closed above, all right? And just in the last 24 hours, a beautiful move back up, okay? If I just pop you onto the mini, let's go to the 4 hour maybe. So gold is looking absolutely amazing here, okay? Okay, internet's doing well. Gold's looking fantastic, okay? We're now back above currently that resistance level there, just sort of hovering around it. So here's on the mini time frame. I'm pretty darn positive because on the macro, let me go back, sorry. Because on the macro, we are still above and we've been holding a support, the 2735 level. I am confident that we are going to see. I'm like 80-90% sure, probably 90% sure that we're going to see a new all-time high in gold coming very, very soon, in like a couple of days, maybe even this week. Okay, but at least a week or two from now. Okay, that's going to crack through. But popping it on the intraday. Okay, there's just a little level you just want to watch out for. Again, this is just, does this really matter? No. Should you be dollar cost averaging anyway? Yes. Okay, it doesn't matter, but just giving you the quick little weather report. I find this interesting to talk about, and I think you would find this interesting to talk about. Or to hear about, because looking at technical analysis on the smaller time frames, while it doesn't matter for, if you're dollar cost averaging, it does matter because it helps you inform what's going on. It helps you use these similar techniques on the larger macro time frames. So then you can go pull out to your weeklies and your monthlies and go, okay, well, if this kind of Fibonacci thing works for these little mini highs and lows, Why wouldn't it work for the larger highs and lows, which it does, okay, in general, okay? Not financial advice. We're not all billionaires and all that sort of stuff, yeah? You can't account for black swan events and all that kind of stuff, yeah? Market psychology. But this high and this low, interestingly, we found on the 4-hour time frame a little resistance at the 0.618 at 2,764 US dollars. If I show you on the hourly, very clearly, that move, okay, look at this, all right? This high and this low, spike, close, spike, close, spike, close, spike, close, spike, close, spike, 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 finally closed an hour above the 0.236 of $2,743 roughly, and then that set up the move. So it closed above it, right? Finally, and move, finding some resistance at the 0.618. This Fibonacci stuff does work, okay? Again, it's not foolproof, but it's pretty darn good. So for me, the final hurdle to like really seal the deal, again, I'm 90% sure, I will be like 95, 99% sure that we'll see new all-time highs in gold really soon, is if you close above here. At the 0.786 level, I find that to be the little bit conservative, but I find it to be the level that is best to be crossed, just like that final hurdle I showed you on the larger macro scale of 2735. So 2774, 2775. So you start closing above there, you know, come back down here, you start doing that, and then it's onwards and upwards we go. So look, I'm very confident that we're going to see a new all-time high in gold anyway, but just showing you the smaller stuff to help you help inform you on the longer stuff. And out of interest, shall we talk about the longer stuff? Let's just quickly do that. Okay, so I'll go back out to here on gold. It's just looking fantastic. Okay, congratulations to everyone who has been dollar cost averaging in gold, etc. It's certainly against crypto at the moment. It's winning. Okay, totally winning at the moment. And we'll do crypto and TOSHI and ACH very soon. But let me pop that out. Okay, I'm just going to show you the macro. Okay, so it helps inform you on the smaller time frames, and it also helps inform you on the larger time frames. Let me get rid of that one, the final hurdle. I'll get rid of you, and I will get rid of the best buy zone, and I'll get rid of that, not the Moatl. I'll keep you, and I'll get rid of the rectangle. There's some kind of rectangle I got going on here. Where's that? No idea. Okay, why is that there? Oh yeah, okay, that's all the way up here. Cool, that one, got it. Cool, so let's show you the ultra macro Fibonacci, okay, from really old highs and really old lows. Where would that be? Here we go, the 1980s Fib. There you go, 1980s Fibonacci, all right? So if it works on smaller time frames, here is the Fibonacci on the big zoom out highs of the 1980s and the lows of the 1990s. This is when we had the high of about $870 US in 1980, and then the lows of around about $250 US in the early 90s and late 90s, early 2000s. Okay, what do you notice? Okay, now is this foolproof? No. Will this particular Fibonacci from this high and this low be the one that is the one that lasts forever? No, there'll be better ones, but this is still definitely the period where you had the longest period of consolidation with a huge high and a huge low. Okay, I don't think that one's the one just yet, and I think this is the one that's still in play, or you can use it, right? So from this high and this low, what do you notice? We sailed through the 1.618. This is on the monthly time frame, all right? This is we're talking so from the 1980s to now, right? Where did we find resistance in 2011 at the peak of the 2011 market? Oh, let's have a look. Where did we find it? Now, it's not exact, right? But that's now the 2.618 has it at 1,870 US dollars, okay? Now, we had a little bit of a spike, okay? So what? We had a spike. Let's take a look at this on the monthly time frame. Okay, we spiked twice above 1,870, and technically we had a peak here at 1,920 US dollars. But on the macro timescale, when you pull it back, look at that. That is basically exact. Pretty much a little spike, but it closed below it. Okay, so basically we found major resistance, a major peak at a major Fibonacci level. Okay, I'm still going to use these for the moment as to find areas of confluence for higher prices coming. Okay, so we are nowhere near, by the way, the macro peak in gold. That's a number of years away, and we're talking, your multiple thousands. Okay, we're talking your 8 to 10,000, that kind of area. Let's see if there's any areas of confluence though. On multiple frames though. So what I would like to keep in mind for you on the macro, you do have this little level right here. And I'm not saying it's going to peak here at all, but just watch out for 2,875. And we're only about $100, $110 away from that. That could be a little area of resistance, okay? Again, because it's such a macro Fibonacci level. But the next big ones, okay, the next massive ones are right here at for about 4,500 US dollars and about 7,000 US dollars. I would be watching for those as areas of major resistance, okay? And what I would do is take a second Fibonacci from the peak of 2011 and the lows of 2015 and see if any sort of roughly match up with each other. And if they don't, that's cool. But let's just take, I'm just looking for areas of confluence, okay? And again, I'm just doing this on the fly here. I don't think I've done this for a while, where I'm looking for areas of confluence, okay? So looking for areas where the lines are very close to each other, okay? Okay, there you go. Yeah, all right. So I'm looking for, again, I'm looking for areas of confluence where the lines are the closest together, okay? And you can very clearly see here. So from this high and this low, you've got that's that one there at that 7,100 level, and the area in which it definitely confluences. Oh my God, coalesces together is the 0.6854 from this high and this low. So that's right there. Okay, so that's around about your 7,000 US dollar mark. I would consider that to be a major area of resistance. Is it the top of the gold market? No, I don't think necessarily. You can certainly head to, 5-figure gold, $10,000 gold, but that's an area to watch out for. That's the one that has the most confluence, okay? Right here at 7,000-ish US dollars. I could imagine that being a decent area of resistance, okay? Could I be wrong? Yes. Does it matter? No. Does it matter? No. Dollar cost average anyway? Yeah. Just be aware of that. Okay, that's gold on the macro. I'm just showing you how it can help by looking at the smaller time frames. It can help inform you on the larger time frames as well. So that's very interesting. I'm going to pop that in there actually. Give me a moment. I'm going to pop that in there, and you normally won't see it because it'll be just normally out of range. So I'm going to pop it in there at around about 7,000. I'll call this area of fib confluence. I'm just going to keep that in the back of my mind, and I'm going to call that the same thing. Okay, give me one moment. And I'm going to name that area of fib confluence. Cool. I'm just going to keep that there. I'll hide it, but I'm going to have that in the back of my mind. So that is gold, and it's looking fantastic. Okay, look at this on the monthly time frame. It's just looking good for a beautiful move. And I would be watching out for that sort of $3,000 to $3,200 level, maybe to break out to before we have a retest. And what you want to see on gold is just looking great, right? You want to see a move up, and then you want to see a move back down and a retest and then a hold. And that's just great guns, okay? Gold looking fantastic. Good, good. Don't forget, we will be talking about TOSHI and ACH as well. Gold and silver too, because that's what we do here at Good Morning Stackers. Let's see. Let's take a look at silver. Silver on the monthly time frame priced in USD, $30.40 US cents. I will move into the daily to show you where we at. If gold is going up, silver will tend to follow, although you will find at the moment that gold has been outperforming silver quite a lot at the moment. The gold to silver ratio is rising, okay? And for the moment, silver is just ranging. Gold is absolutely winning the moment. Silver, just doing its thing. It's just ranging at the moment. Not a lot to say about it. It is still within my no man's land area. You had that spike up to exact resistance at 31 US dollars. I need to see that hold over 31 to have any kind of hope. Okay, I shouldn't say that. Let me backtrack. To have hope that the consolidation period is over, I should say. We are 99% in a bull market, right? 99% sure. Actually, I'm 100% sure we are in a bull market for silver, because we did close over $31 on a monthly time frame back here. And I did say whenever we closed a month over 31, because it had been like 12 years since we'd closed any months above 31 US dollars. We did it in September of last year. And then, so I'm 100% bullish on silver. It's just having a little bit of a dip, okay? But I do know, because gold's going higher over the long term, I do know silver is going higher too. We're talking triple digit silver, okay? We're just at this little consolidation period at the moment, and I will stick with my guns. We're above this downtrend line, but we've just been flirting with it, okay? What do we notice a couple of days ago? Right here, we did find support at the $29.80 line in the sand. It was a spike down, okay? Spikes don't mean anything. You don't panic if you have a spike. It sucked it all the way back up. So we're still in this no man's land area. But while we're below 31, I will still say, and I'm probably wrong here. So let me be very clear. I'm probably wrong, but I'm still going to stick with my conviction of, while we are below 31 US dollars, a tick over down further, down at least to the top end of the best buy zone, is more likely. And I'm going to give it an 80. I'm still going to stick with 80%. That could be a really wrong move, okay, giving it an 80% chance, but I just got to stick with my guns. I'm not going to flip flop, okay, constantly. So while we're below 31, that's more likely in my scenario. I'd be happy to be wrong. Hopefully what we see is the following: a bounce, and then that, and then that, and that is great news for silver. Cool. While we're below there, 80% sure that we see lower prices. And interestingly, the longer that we spend here, I reckon the quicker that spike would be. So more likely, if we do see lower prices, it's most likely to just touch 28 and maybe not even get into the belly of the best buy zone. But if you do, watch out for anywhere between 26 to 28, okay? That's what my bias is at the moment. Happy to be wrong for all the wonderful silver stackers, of which I have been since 2010. Cool. That is silver. Let's take a look at platinum. Platinum very quickly, doing its same thing. Won't bore you with it all. It is still below this range. It's still above 930. One of these two scenarios still has to play out. And my bias is, actually I don't have a bias. I'm going to say 50-50 at the moment. I don't have a bias at the moment. It's either going to do that or it's going to do that. Okay, if you want to load up on platinum, you want to see it do this, find 930 US dollars per platinum troy ounce as resistance. So you want to see that pathway, find it as resistance, head down into the belly of the best buy zone. Anywhere down 870 to 840 is probably the rough area where I think we would find major support at. Otherwise, you want to see it rocket up from here. Got to at least get above the thick yellow trend line. Okay, that's the one that goes all the way back to 2008. Then above, you got to find resistance here at the 2021 trend line. Show you right there. Okay, you'll find some resistance there, bounce off there, and then onwards and upwards we go. That would put it into the getting excited zone for platinum. And as you all know, or if you don't know and you just joined us, the final hurdle for platinum for me to signal a full bull market, no holds barred, is 1,115 US dollars closing, not spiking, closing on a monthly time frame. You close a month above there, okay, off we go for probably, well, multiple years, okay? That is platinum. Gold to silver ratio, as I showed you, totally in gold's favor. Gold is absolutely winning. It's winning all the assets, pretty much winning all the asset stuff at the moment. It's killing the tech stocks because of the whole DeepSeek thing. And it's also killing its little brother silver as well. It is completely dominating silver right now. That's all I have to say about that. And the Australian dollar to the US dollar, I don't care about that at the moment. Cool, that is that. So I've done some shout outs in the beginning. Let's see. I will just check how many people watching. Everyone's fantastic. Great to see so many people. We'll do a quick few more shout outs And we are going to be talking about, you're getting a TOSHI update, you're getting an Alchemy Pay update as well. I did a video on that, and we're talking about crypto and looking at where we are going in Bitcoin, etc. A few more shout outs, of course. I'd like to say a quick hello to everyone. Let's see. Good evening, y'all, says Space Miner. Great to see you, my friends. Good morning from Detroit, says Lokesh. Great to see you, Lokesh. Fantastic. Thanks for joining the show. Did you find me first on X, or have you been a long-term subscriber? Leave a message below. If you're watching on X, once again, go to the link in my bio, because if you want to join the chat like all these wonderful other people, and you want to say something about TOSHI or ACH or a crypto or gold and silver, go to the link in my bio right now. Click on the YouTube link. It'll take you to my channel, and you should see the live stream right now. So port over and you can join in the live chat. Hello from New Mexico. Yes, that's where Space Miner's from. Looks like a giant strategic reposition. Ooh, could be. Niels Hahn Dynasty is here. Buy silver, platinum, and crystallized osmium. Ha ha ha. Let's see. Desi just got here, and I'm hearing $7,000 gold. Yeah, that's coming one day. Yes, good question. Any reason for yesterday's live early end? Yes, the internet did something. No, this is what happened. The power got cut out to one side of the house because someone plugged in the air fryer. I use my air fryer so much that, it just shorts everything. Someone else used it, and then it just... So, so then I continued through my phone, but I'd lost the YouTube feed, but I continued on X. So if you want to see the entire yesterday's show, go to my X account and watch the whole thing. Although you're here right now. Spaceman, I believe that we'll see platinum mark within the year. US is about to stimulate natural gas, which needs refining. Very cool. Nice to know. Anyone buy any silver lately? That's what I'd like to know as well. X. Oh, David just ported over from X. Great to see you, David S. Fantastic. Cool. Let's see. As my voice cracks, please hit the like button. Ooh, Toshi. Okay, interesting. Of course, my funky people, before we get into the crypto portion of things. And then, by the way, we will be talking about, we'll get in your questions and answers, get in your comments, etc. Anything. You have a question for me, ask an Aussie anything. If you're somewhere from internationally, you want to ask an Australian about what it's like to live in Australia, hey, I'll answer that question. You have a question about crypto or precious metals, about stacking precious metals, about stacking crypto, tell me and ask the questions, and we'll have a good old chat after we do all the chart analysis. But, of course, I've got to tell you, I've got sliders too. Fantastic. Got to tell you about Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. That slider's going a little bit fast. I'm going to tell Ricky to tell the devs to suggest to the devs that they slow down that slider. Perthbullion.com.au, the best place to buy. It is literally the best bullion dealer in all of Australia right now. Why? Because, and I'll click this again. Why? Because you get free shipping. Well, A, you get cheap prices. B, you get free shipping when you buy over 20 or more items. It's just amazing. No other bullion dealer in Australia gives you free shipping, okay? It's crazy. You get it in the States. You get it almost everywhere else in the world. Australian dealers would never do it. Perth Bullion Exchange, who launched in May, decided they're going to be the first. So, cheap prices, okay? Oh, by the way, a price match guarantee. If you find this 2024 half ounce Australia Perth Mint Lunar Series Dragon half ounce for cheaper than $31.12 currently from any major bullion dealer, which they have it in stock, right? So it's got to be in stock, okay? If you can find that cheaper, so there's a couple of caveats. Send Perth Bullion Exchange an email, a message with a screenshot of it. They'll check it out. And if it turns out they're not the cheapest, they will price match. Now, here's the thing. Why would you bother? It's like, well, why would I bother? I can just get it at my other bullion dealer for like 20 cents more. Okay, well, why would I bother? Well, because when you mix and match and you add a whole bunch of different items, okay, imagine buying 20 of these and Perth Bullion Exchange has price matched your regular bullion dealer. Well, because you bought 20 of them, look, you also get free shipping. Okay, did you factor in free shipping? with your other bullion dealer? No, you didn't, because no other bullion dealer does free shipping in Australia. They are the greatest. Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. And I've worked for 3 major bullion dealers. All the big boys I've worked for, these guys are doing it. Absolutely the best. perthbullion.com.au. Wealthstack, wealthstack.com, unallocated gold program, spot plus 1% to buy gold. No matter whether you're buying $1 million of gold or even $10 of gold, it's the greatest way to save and invest in small amounts, okay? And if this isn't for you stackers, that's cool. Get your normie friends and family to download the iPhone or Android app, okay? Tell them to get Wealthstack because it is real physical gold. It's held in storage for you under your name. Would you like fries with that, sir? Under your name, you do own it. It is under your name, etc. It's just you don't get to hold the physical thing. I get that, but this is perfect for people who want exposure to real physical gold without the hassle of having to store it in their own house and bury it in the backyard and do a treasure map and all that sort of stuff. Okay. Plus, it's spot plus 1%. They don't jack up the premiums if you're buying $10 of gold. Okay, it's not spot plus 50%, spot plus 1%. It's crazy good. Okay, so go over to wealthstack.com and go to the frequently asked questions page down on the bottom left-hand corner. You check it out and then send it to your friends and family if it's not for you. But I think a lot of stackers, and I do know a lot of stackers who have Wealthstack Gold now. What's coming down the track? What's in the roadmap? Silver is on the roadmap. Few months away, probably not that long. A debit card is coming. Also, physical gold redemptions is coming. It's all in the frequently asked questions. Check it out. Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Okay, people, let's go to quick Bitcoin analysis. Then we'll do altcoins. Then I'm going to do an update, a look at TOSHI just very quickly. And my big one for today will be looking at Alchemy Pay once again. Here is the crypto side of things. Get all your comments in. We'll be doing a big question and answer at the end about any topic stacking related. Here is Bitcoin. Interesting. Bitcoin on the daily time frame, priced in USD, 100,984. This is very interesting. Okay. Right here, this is the Bitstamp exchange. Okay. We have had a little spike. Now, what I need to see it do is close above. Now, good to see it. This is great news. Look, the good news about Bitcoin, fantastically, is that we had a breakout and a retest. We've actually had technically 3 retests now of this downtrend line on the daily time frame. Broke out, tested it here, spike. Broke out, tested it here, spike. This very Archie kind of move, right there, not Archie the comic, just like an arch like that. Archie the comic. There's probably people watching who have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm that old. And then a spike down to exactly this downtrend line, okay? And a beautiful, quick daily spike. That's the buyers sucked all of that up, okay? So it's great to see that we're above 100K. It's even better to see at the moment we are above the Fibonacci level from this high and this low. We talk about Fibonacci a lot here. This high and this low is at $100,990. Call it $101,000. I would really love to see it remain above $1,001 in order to say, okay, look, it's looking great. Okay, it's looking good so far, but I need to see it hold above there, please. The spikes are fine. We don't care about the spikes it's where it closes at. Okay. So do something like that, and then range and that, and 100, and that is fantastic. That's what we want to see. Just like I talk about in gold and other assets, what's my final hurdle for new all-time highs? It happens to be, what do you know, at the 0.786 level, which is the one I favor. That's at 104,200 US dollars. You start closing weeks, not days. Days really don't matter. It's really about the weeks. Okay, you start closing weeks above 104,200 US dollars. This is just for me, right? You can comfortably call it here, actually. If you wanted to, you could actually raise that a little bit. Excuse me. You can raise that a little bit and maybe pop it right there. Okay, that's at about 104.5, but I'll just keep it there at 104.2. Or you want to call it 105,000 even, if you like, but it's got to close a week above there. Until you're closing weeks above here, no new all-time highs coming for Bitcoin. That's simply as it is. then potential lower prices. Okay, we're just in this trading range. Great to see it above 101, but yeah, I really need to see it close above 104, 105,000, and then we'll talk Turkey. Then we'll talk higher prices and whatever. But yeah, we're not there yet. Okay, great to see that spike down to the downtrend line, looking positive, but not out of the woods yet. Cool. So that is Bitcoin. That's all you really need to know for the moment. However, altcoins. Okay, let's take a quick look at others. Others is the altcoin market minus the top 10, and we are back down again. Oh, that was quick. Let me show you on the 4 hour. So day before, this was just yesterday, 2 days ago. Okay, we had that move down to the trend line. Okay, it founded a support, and then I did say, what did I say, people? What did I say? I said you might have a move back up. Watch for resistance here at the $330 billion market cap for others. Again, the whole entire crypto market minus the top 10. It basically signifies the altcoin market. Cool. And it was butting up against two major areas. This downtrend line, which is, I won't show you, but it goes all the way back to the previous peak of the last alt season in 2021. This downtrend line and this Fibonacci, actually I will show you. So let me go back to the weekly just to show you the power of technical analysis and the power of confluences of downtrend lines and Fibonacci and whatever, right? I said watch out for the 0.618 here, which coincides with this downtrend line. That's at 330 billion. So on the 4 hour time frame, what did we do? We found bang on exact resistance there. Okay, we had to close above there and hold it as support to say, okay, onwards and upwards we go. That is a failed move. Oftentimes from a failed move is a fast move in the opposite direction. We are already testing this downtrend line again. That gives it pause to say very likely at this stage. Look, stranger things have happened in the big city. This can always happen. You can have that. Sure, that can happen, okay? But on balance of probability, when you have such a quick move down, and that's on the 4 hour, okay? On the daily time frame, you really want to see that hold, okay? Yeah, okay, look, so far we're not below it, but it's such a quick second test that my bias is to the downside at the moment. Okay, so I do think we see a break. Could be completely wrong. We could just, that gets all sucked up, and then in the next couple of days, we start closing above. That would be a very positive sign, as I just said. Balance of probability, we head down to here. What's here? Okay, that is the best buy zone for altcoins in general. Pick your favorite ones. It could be TOSHI. It could be ACH. It could be one of you, whatever your favorite one is, right? But anywhere down to here, 280 down to $260 billion market cap. I'm basing this on a couple of things. Number one is the Fibonacci, okay? Right here, that's at the 0.5 level, very key Fibonacci level. We found resistance there, and we probably find support here, 280 billion. And why this range down to 260? I've got 260 here because I'm actually basing that on someone who I follow called ACH Trader. Fantastic technical analysis person, way better than me. Check them out at their thing called Mastering the Markets. It's an Australian based course that you can do. I'm actually thinking about doing it maybe this year or next year, okay? Because I find them amazing. But ACH Trader has a low range for alts of about 260 billion. So that's why I've drawn in that range. The Fibonacci there, which I find, can be in major area of support, but maybe spiking down to that $260 billion range. If, ACH Trader, for example, is correct, which probably is going to be, okay? But for the moment, right here, this is on the weekly time frame. Look, it's holding support. Okay, yeah, you can have a quick suck back up. That's cool. It could do that. This could be the major support, and then we, close the week way above here, and then we open next week above here. That could happen totally. On balance of probability, though, because we're so close to this bottom end, more likely that we see down here. Okay, you do you. Dollar cost average is the best way to go. So that is others. Okay. What you've been waiting for, people? For my wonderful TOSHI community. Let's take a look at TOSHI, a quick update. We did a very big update video yesterday, but we talked about a couple of key things that we needed to watch out for. I didn't say, of course, and I never do say definitely going higher from here or definitely going lower from here. We just look at the balances of probability. We use Fibonacci and all that. Okay, so what did we say yesterday? So at the moment, this is looking very interesting. I have to say at the moment, I'm still going to have to call this 50-50. I don't think we are 100% going down from here or 100% going up from here, okay? Even though you've seen this spike down. So let's quickly show you. This is TOSHI on the... I don't like this chart. Give me 1 second. I'm going to do Dex Screener. I don't like this chart. I just want to see if there's something I can find that's a little better. Can I do my old school TOSHI one? Yeah, I'm going to use this one. Do I want to use that? Yes, that's the one I want to use. It's just a bigger screen. Okay, this is the one I want to use. So not using, and I'll get rid of you. Can I get rid of you? Give me 1 second. You'll see my dirty, great big forehead. Excuse me. Sorry, gang. I don't want that. Or can I get rid of that? No. Anyway, I'll do that. Okay, so here is TOSHI. What had we been talking about? This Fibonacci from this high and this low. We'd broken through. So yesterday we'd broken through this downtrend line, and we're talking about, if it closes on an hourly time frame, that could be looking positive for a higher move. After it closed above here on the hourly time frame, okay, it was looking good, and then we had a move. Where do we have a move pretty much exactly to? That Fibonacci level around about that 0.001600 level. From now on, when I talk about TOSHI, I'll just say 1600. I mean 1600, right? And whatever. If I say 1760, you know what I mean. It's with the double zeros in front of it. Cool. So we did talk about the final hurdle for new all-time highs at 1760. It did not make it. Okay, so as I said yesterday, you are not going to see a new all-time high in TOSHI until you start closing, I would say, at least 4-hour or daily timeframes above 1760. We ain't there yet. We broke above here. It was looking good. I did say watch out for a dead cat bounce. The dead cat bounce can happen anywhere up to around about here. If we started closing above here, then I'd say that wouldn't be a dead cat bounce, but I did warn you of this kind of thing, okay? Now, am I saying it's definitely going lower from here? Not necessarily, but let's have a look. We are on the bad news, if you want to call it that, for TOSHI. And again, my wonderful TOSHI community, you don't care anyway. You're just dollar cost averaging. Okay, why worry about the little minuscule movements? But it is for those people who, some people want to have taken some profits, and which I did. I took some profits back here in TOSHI, and you're looking to potentially buy back lower. Well, you do want to look at the price, right? So I guess on the bad news case, and that's a subjective term because you may want to see the price go lower to load up more. But we are below this 0.236 Fibonacci level, which was exact resistance here at 1250. Okay, and so while we're between here and here, I have to say the bias probably is to the downside. But let me see. Let's have a look. I'll do a couple of, let me change this now, there and there. So there's a couple of uptrend lines. So that got broken out of there, but then was a failed move. Okay, it was hovering around about that 1450 level right there. So on balance, it's looking more likely, I guess, that you would see some lower prices, or at least we could be in a consolidation range. So let me pop in new trend lines. Okay, there's that one there. And then you have this very clear uptrend line, which has been broken. Okay, so very clearly that is a trend line which is broken. So yes, I guess on balance of probability, you could see some lower prices coming. And if you get down to there, watch out for a potential double bottom, but I'll zoom out to the daily and the weekly as well. Probably more likely that you see even lower prices, okay? If you come down to test this low, it's probably not a bottom, okay? It's probably going to see lower prices in TOSHI, which might be great news for you because you're just looking to dollar cost average in lower, or you're looking to load up more with the profits that you took. Cool. Let me just pop out to the 4-hour time frame, and we will be taking a look at ACH as the major one today. So this is just a quick little update for TOSHI people. Yeah, not a lot to say other than here's some good things. You've got this is some good news, I guess. This is interesting. Okay, so you've got 45 minutes roughly until the start of a new day. I would be getting concerned. Oh, that's on the daily time frame. Yeah, you can't look at that. Let me just do that again. That daily is very, I don't like that daily is very, what's the word I'm looking for? Confusing, because it looks like it's not below the downtrend line, but it is below that downtrend line when you look on the 4 hour. Okay, let me get rid of that and that for a second. I'll get rid of all of this stuff and we'll just take a look at the raw. Okay, let's raw dog it, people. Now let's look at the daily time frame and let's pull out to the extreme. Okay, here's the big move. The Coinbase saying we're going to list it. Hadn't listed it yet, but it had a big pump. There's the consolidation. Coinbase listed it and then bang. Okay, again, as I said yesterday, we are extremely overvalued on the daily time frame. You don't spend forever there, and we are trending down. Okay. On balance of probability, it would be more likely to say that you see some lower prices in TOSHI from here, again, because we're so extremely overvalued on the daily. On the 4 hour, you are trending down. On the 1 hour, you are consolidating. Okay, this is the pause to think that maybe you could rocket back up from here. But yeah, on balance of probability, lower prices. Okay, here's the rah-rah-rah contrarian for that though. And this is my point of the time. Okay, again, you only have about 45 minutes until the start of a new trading day, so to the start of a new candle. What I would typically see, and this is just me going back, watching charts since 2010, okay, and just learning and learning and learning, and doesn't mean I'm right. But I tend to find that this is a big spike, and I like that big spike moving all the way down. So if you can close around this kind of area and you're closing quite significantly higher than the previous day's wick down, that could potentially, and I'm not saying it will, but it could potentially set it up for maybe this today to be a slight down day, but nowhere coming all the way down here. If in the next 45 minutes, which could happen, you see a move on the daily and it starts closing down here, then I'm saying, oh yeah, okay, downwards we go. Okay, but we're so high above this spike right now, again, closing in the next 43 minutes. Okay, if we can hover around here, it's actually quite positive. Okay, that's a pause to suggest potentially that this might be, and I'm not saying it is, but this might be a small accumulation period before we head back up again. Okay, I just like the fact that this daily hasn't gone all the way back down here. Okay, now anything can happen. As I said, bear in mind, extremely overvalued on the daily time frame. It's more likely, I guess, that you head back into the normal range. Okay, and I said on the 1 hourly and the 15-minute, yeah, there is a case to be made for a potential accumulation period. Okay, but again, if I pull out to the weekly time frame, and there's your weekly. Okay, extremely overvalued on the weekly time frame. So if we are going to head down further, as I said, watch out for that 000 7500. Anywhere down to about 000 5500 is your best buy zone, which I think I had drawn in here on that rectangle. Is that it? No, and it's not even up. There it is. Right there, excuse me. Best buy zone. Okay, there it is, right. Nope, not even there. Okay, ignore all of that. So that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so that's TOSHI. Not out of the woods yet. Look for potential lower prices. But yeah, we haven't seen that move back up, and it's got to close above 1760 to say with any confidence whatsoever that a new all-time high is coming soon, okay? That's no matter whether it's in a few days' time or a few months' time. It's got to close above 1760. Yeah, that's Tosh. Cool. All right, we're going to look at the main crypto of the day. We're going to take a look at ACH. Let me just check the channel. Are we all still live and people watching? Fantastic. Hit the big red subscribe button. I will get to all of your comments on YouTube as soon as humanly possible. Click on the right and hide. Yeah, I thought I could do that sidebar thing. I'll come back to that comment in a second. We're going to go to ACH. So give me 1 second. I'm setting this up for setting this up to make it an excerpt that I'm going to post on the YouTube channel and on X separately, okay, rather than just the live show. Cool, so give me 1 second. This is the weekly time frame for ACH Alchemy Pay, and I will move that out of the way. Are you ready, people? Let's get into it. Then after ACH, we will be doing question and answer time, getting all the comments and all that. Okay, so leave your comments below and your questions right now. Let's do an ACH Alchemy Pay update. I did a video on this a few weeks back. I'll link above to it right now or link below to it somewhere if I can. Watch that video. It was a general analysis and my take profit targets. They have not changed. So this is what I drew in last time. So all of this remains the same. I just wanted to give you a quick price update because we have seen a massive move in Alchemy Pay in the last 24, 48 hours. And I just want to quickly update you with what's going on with that. Now, I actually don't know the reason why. So if there's any ACH fanboys right now watching, that is a compliment, not a derogatory term. Any fanboys watching right now, can you tell me why ACH pumped this much in the last 24, 48 hours? So right here, we were down at 2 cents, okay? We rocketed up to 4.5 cents. We had a 130% move in the last 24, roughly 36 kind of hours, okay? I should have looked up why that was before, and I could probably look that up on Grok if I wanted to, but I couldn't be bothered. So post a comment below and let me know why. Right here. But on the pure technicals, here's what happened. It sailed up and it was looking really good. When I saw it yesterday, it was above the getting interested line. So for a quick recap for people, here is my analysis on a Alchemy Pay. It looks like, from a fundamental perspective, it looks quite bullish. Of course, a rising tide raises all ships. So if we're going to continue in a bull run in 2025, ACH will go along for the ride. And based on its fundamentals of what it does, it looks quite very interesting to me. It's on my radar. I do not own any, but I will really highly look at this. I'm parked mostly in US dollars at the moment, seeing what crypto is going to continue to do if it continues to go down to that area we talked about before. So I may get into ACH with a portion of my USD and partial portion of my stables. Here's where we landed at last time, the getting interested line. So we've got this major downtrend line, the high here of about 10 cents it was, the low here of around about a fraction of a cent, like 0.007. This downtrend line, okay, we were butting up against this downtrend line. We said, and it's at least got to break and hold above the downtrend line, which we've failed to do so far, but we've had this very interesting test. 3 cents is my getting interested line. I'm not really interested in ACH. I won't even look at getting into it until at least we are above and hold above 3 cents. Okay, so for me right now, that is the line in the sand that you want to hold. Okay, right now, it's great to see us break out of 3 cents. We've had to move all the way above my getting interested line at 4 cents. So my getting excited line. So I'd be interested in scaling into ACH anywhere between here and here. Then I'm getting really excited for ACH, Alchemy Pay, if it does one of two things. It breaks and closes above the downtrend line and specifically breaks and closes above 4 cents specifically. Okay, now, yesterday we were above here. I'm thinking, oh my God, I think this is the time. I think I'm going to put a portion of my stables into ACH and then just overnight, okay? Again, I don't know the reason why we had that spike. I'll have to double check on that. So far, this is a great test, okay? But that's all it is at the moment. It's not confirmed, okay? Nothing is confirmed for me. I would say if we start closing, let's go to the weekly time frame. If we can at least close this week above 3 cents, US cents, then I will personally start considering, at least I'll be interested in scaling into ACH at around about those levels. Of course, I'm going to be watching what the larger crypto market is doing, what the altcoin market, others is doing. Is it having a bigger dip? Okay, I'll be watching very closely, but above 3 cents closing a week, okay, I'm interested. It's on my radar. Cool. And if we ever start closing weeks above 4 cents and above this downtrend line, that's pretty much time for me to go, oh, I'm in, okay? I like Alchemy Pay. I like what it is and what it does. Again, check out the previous video for a quick update on what it is and what it does. But yeah, I've got to see from a price-wise action, I've got to see it close a week above the downtrend line and a week above 4 cents. Then I'd be getting in, okay? That's me, right? Then from there, and look, again, I might be scaling in a little bit here, but just watching it, having some stop losses in place, start scaling in around here. I'm not going to do that yet. It's just got to close the week above that 3 cent mark. Then we'll talk, okay? We'll talk more. But then really, yeah, as I said, really scaling in hard above 4 cents, closing the week above it. And then we've got my final hurdles and my take profit targets. So out of interest, if I were to get in around about, let's just say I average in around about your 4 cent mark, okay? Well, the first take profit area would be, maybe for you, would be around about 7.5 cents. That is the final hurdle for new all-time highs. That's based on this high and this low with the Fibonacci at the 0.786. So that's that 7.7 cent level. That's the final hurdle that if we start closing weeks above, I'm saying, oh, new all-time highs coming in ACH, okay? But I need to see at least that. So for me, if I get in around about the 4 cent mark, or if I start scaling it around about here, I would personally be starting to take some profits if I get to a doubling, all right? So let's say I start scaling in around about 3 cents, and let's say my average, this is all spitballing stuff, and this probably isn't going to happen. Let's say around my average price, my buy-in is at around about nearly 4 cents, just under, okay? When it gets to the final hurdle of 7.5 cents, I might consider de-risking at that point, okay? Because I would have doubled my money from around about your 4 cent, 3.8 cent, 4 cent mark. I would have doubled my initial investment. So I'm going to de-risk, take out my initial investment, so sell half on double, and then wait to see what the price does around here, okay? Because you could have a tick over here, all right? This could be a dead cat bounce as such. It probably isn't, but it's just to be conservative. I need to see it close above there. Cool. And then if I sell half on double, well, the rest is gravy. I'm just riding the wave. And then I would consider taking some profits here at the 15 cent mark. That's the 1.618 Fibonacci level from this high and this low. I would consider taking a little bit more off the table because that's a 300% move. If my average price is here, that's a 300% move. Am I not taking extra profits after 300%? Of course I am, because I'm not dumb, right? I like money. You want to lock in your profits. And then the major profit-taking area for me, not that I'm saying it's 100% getting here, but if it gets anywhere between 25 to 40 US cents for Alchemy Pay in a massive crypto bull run in 2025, that's where I'm personally taking major profits. I'd probably be 70, 80% out at that stage, maybe carry 20, 30% left in the bag in case for the fanboys who are screaming right now, oh, this is going to $1. Absolutely. It's just going to $1. Yeah, it could do. Absolutely. But, you don't take your chances, right? So I'll be around about 70, 80% out of ACH between 25 cents and 40 cents, and I'll ride the rest of the bag. Hey, if it goes to $1, more gravy for me. Yes, please. So that is ACH. That's the current price update. Don't know why it pumped, but it's a great little test, okay? And because we've had that test, it's a great setup to say that, yeah, very likely we're going to see higher prices. I just need to see it at least close this week above 3 cents for me to be even interested in it. So obviously, if you start closing the week below or closing any week below 3 cent level, then you're talking lower prices. And what kind of lower prices? I don't know. If crypto could have a big dip. So I'd be watching out for this uptrend line right there. So something like that. So if crypto continues to head down, like we've been talking about, if it does break that major level, then, what did I just do? I just deleted that. Okay, watch out for ish. Okay, watch out for a potential low around about this area here. That will probably coincide with getting down to that $280, $260 billion others altcoin market cap, right? And I would say, obviously, for ACH, if you start closing below here, bad news bears, okay? Not good for ACH, all right? So I'd watch out for that. Real support level is probably around there if we see lower. So that's at around about your 2 cent 2.1 cent mark. Cool. That is all the levels you need to watch out for. That is an ACH Alchemy Pay price update. Ladies and gentlemen, we are done with all the official proceedings, and now we get to just chill and relax and do some comments. And if I don't have any comments, then I'll just get the hell out of here because I got things to do, and so do you. This is a week daily live show. You are watching Good Morning Stackers with me, Joe Main. As I said, been a precious metals stacker since 2010, a crypto stacker since 2013. I do this week daily live show. What else do? I help you launch and grow on YouTube and other social media. I've had a long history as a social media guy. I'm actually a social media coach for businesses specifically, or for your personal branding. Did you know that building a business these days, it's all about personal branding? Whatever kind of business you have, particularly if it's in sales, you sell a product, you're an entrepreneur, etc. You need to build your personal brand. It's not just about building the company brand. They need to get to know you. This is the new wave of how to do things. And I just happen to have been doing that for a while. Been trying to build my own personal brand. I built a personal YouTube channel a number of years ago. I took it from when I talked about crypto in 2017, 2018, in precious metals and all that. And I took it from 0 to 10,000 subscribers in like a year. Okay, now that channel went by the wayside. I decided to let that one go. It wasn't personal. It was actually technically, well, you could have doxed me really easily, but it was under like a pseudonym kind of thing. But what's my point? Then I joined Bullion Now, and as you know, if you know Bullion Now, I launched and grew their YouTube channel, took it from 0 to nearly 20,000 subscribers by the time I left the company in 2022, over a 3-year period. I have created videos for companies that have had nearly 1 million views on YouTube. Okay, and I helped to form this big community. So I'm very good at forming communities and building trust. And you have a business, it's all about building trust with your customers. Send me an email at gmstackers@gmail.com is what I'm trying to say. I will help your business do the same, or your personal brand for your business, okay? Launch and grow on YouTube and other social media as well. I do a 10-week one-on-one Zoom course, or if you're in Melbourne, I will meet up with you personally, and I teach you over 10 weeks a very specific week-by-week course on how to create consistently engaging content for your business or your personal brand. And you walk away with a fully fledged channel. You've got a full content schedule. We've figured out the right content for you. I've taught you how to make it. I've taught you the tips and tricks of how to create engaging content, engaging titles and descriptions and all that stuff. That's what I've done for many, many years. I do it for my clients at the moment, and I'm open to more clients. I will charge you money because I'm a dirty, greedy capitalist, but that's it. Let's at least have a Zoom call about it, and we'll figure out whether it's right for your business. And if it is, then we go from there. Let's do the comments, people. Let's see. We did that one. David, always buying silver. ABS, people. ABS, always buying silver, says Jason Ashworth. JA, the Silver King. Jason Ashworth, the Silver King. Yes, you've talked about clean air metals, I know. If you do not own it, too bad, says Neil. They mine platinum. New mine coming in spring by BRICS control of platinum markets. Ooh, interesting. Okay. We have looked at clean air metals before, I think, Neil. We've done a chart request for that. Let's see. Click on the right, and hey, that was to hide the thing. GMS, g'day, Mark, Florida. Sorry, great to see you. Sorry that you're late. Again, once again, if you want to, my ex people, if you want to take part in the chat, go to the link in my bio, click on the YouTube link, go to my channel, find the live stream, and you can join in right now. G'day. XRP is back on track again. Is it? Is it? Let's have a look. Is it now? Here's XRP very quickly. XRP is back on track again, says Knackers O'Reilly. Yeah, not out of the woods just yet. Not out of the woods, because we just had a move here. We had this spike, okay, to $3.22. What do we say about spikes? Spikes mean SHIT. It's back down this trend line. Yeah, it probably is. I mean, look, it's doing very well. I love that weekly spike there. It's still in the green at the moment on the monthly time frame. Yeah, looking good. Bear in mind, we're extremely overvalued. But yeah, look, XRP looks good. It's been looking good on the monthly for quite some time. Okay, so I'd probably be pretty comfortable holding XRP right now and just holding it for the next few months. But if you're looking to load up more, then probably not out of the woods just yet. Okay, you've at least got to clear the previous all-time high of $3.30. Until you're above $3.30, you can't say really that the bull run in XRP will continue. It's got to be above there. Okay, above 330. Yeah, that's XRP. Let me go back. Oh, are you still thinking about getting merch? Yes, I am still thinking about getting merch. I'm just playing around, as you know, with the format of the channel. I'm just playing around with it. Yeah. So am I thinking about getting merch? Yes. Mugs in particular. For the synchronized slurp, I'll probably get it with the logo on it and all that, and I'll start selling it to you wonderful, beautiful people. I think that's it, my wonderful people. Yeah, I don't have anything else to talk about, and we've gone through everything that we needed to. And we've got like 326 people watching live at the moment. A lot of you are going to be watching on X right now. Hit the big follow button on X because you get daily live precious metals and crypto analysis. We'll take a look at a crypto of some kind usually. We do economic news. We do reviews. We do show and tell. Let me show you. Give me 1 second. Am I going to see my... There it is. We do show and tell as well. Subscriber show and tell. Do you own silver and gold? Do you want to send me an email and we'll do some subscriber show and tell, or I'll show you stuff from my stack. This is real money, people. Been money for thousands of years. Silver right here. This is a Canadian bird of prey something or other from 2000 and something. 2014. Okay, in a beautiful capsule right there. Okay. We do subscriber show and tell. We do so much here at Good Morning Stackers, but right now, we're going to get out of here, and what we do is the final synchronized slurp, and we dance it out because that's just what you do here. So please hit the follow button, hit the big red subscribe button on YouTube. Grab your tasty beverages, people. If you haven't experienced this, if you just joined us, we've done a whole show. We talked about all that stuff that we talked about. Watch the replay, use the time codes, but get your tasty beverages ready. That we do this every single show in the beginning and the end because... Ladies and gentlemen, this has been
Good morning, Stack.
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Good morning, Stack.
It's podcast time.
Grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do that.
Synchronize. Slurp.
In 3,
now we're
2,
on the move.
1. Slurp it.
Good morning, Stack.
Oh yeah, we're feeling
Oh, I love your work, people. Another one done. See you tomorrow morning. Stay safe. Stay informed. Keep stacking whatever you're stacking. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good one.